can you feel the earth spinning? And I'm like, no. And they're like, do you know why you can't feel the earth spinning? Like relativity of motion or gravity or some shit? No, it's because it's not spinning. And I thought, oh, I can't feel it spin because it's not spinning? That actually makes fucking 1,000 times more sense than anything I was ever taught. That I actually can't feel it spin because it doesn't spin? You're telling me I get to trust me and how I feel? I fucking like that. You know what? I'm on board. Like, have I seen curvature? No. Have I felt the earth move? No. And can anyone explain to me that it does and make me fucking discredit myself? Not gonna happen. And that's what I love about flat earth.
If I said that there's a math problem here and you owe me $4 million and then you owe me $2 million more, so now you owe me $6 million. Well, that's proven mathematically that you owe me $6 million, but it's not reality in the fact that what I just talked about didn't happen, that your bank account doesn't have 4 million, I'm assuming, doesn't have $4 million in it or $6 million. So while the math works, 4 million plus 2 million is 6 million. That is a fact. However, the idea of that being in reality is a separate issue. And where we got lost was they started to throw these math figures at us, and we just assume that they've all been tested in reality. For example, I don't believe that there's such thing as an orbit.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Honestly, why would anyone in their right mind spend so much time and energy and effort on a topic that they feel is one for retarded morons? Doesn't make any sense to me. So please don't be a science-denying idiot who will be laughed at by all future generations, and please try to be a bit more open-minded and intuitive for the duration of this video.
You can think I'm crazy all you want, but you can't think hundreds of people are crazy for believing this, okay? So first of all, guys, yes, the flat earth is true. They are deceiving you to think that the round earth is real. And you know why? Because the round earth is a fake picture. If you look it up on Google Images, you can see, I've done my research, you can see that it is fake. And it looks like an artist's rendering of, painting it. And it is really fake. And all the clouds, if you look up on all the pictures, they look different. All the pictures look different. But all the clouds look the same. But there's many different, they look so different. The earth would look the same every time if it was real. It would not look fake like a bunch of different artist renderings, okay? And there's so many other proofs, guys. If you look at skydiving, they try deceiving it to thinking the earth is round, but that is a fish, or what is it called? The fish islands, I believe, is what it's called. You use on your phone, and they use those on cameras, and they're round, and that makes everything look round. Now, if you think of Legos, and you build on top, and it's flat, you build on top with, little people, and you got buildings. That's flat. It's not round. And if you look outside, I'm going to show you some pictures at the end of this video that show the horizon, and it is flat. But anyway, guys, you can see that the earth is flat. There is no curvature. There's no slight curvature. If there was curvature, in the cities, the skyscrapers would be tilted a little bit. They would not be completely straight. And also, guys, you know why everybody finds Antarctica? Because it's around the whole Earth. It's called the firmament, okay? And it takes 8 flights from Australia to get to Africa. If the Earth was round, then why would it take that many flights to get to Africa? Give me a break, people. Give me a break.
I've been into astronomy over 35 years. I say I'm a student of astronomy for 35 years because I will always be a student of something that just keeps expanding and more things are added to it, and I'll always be a student. Do I know everything about astronomy? Absolutely not. But it's my favorite thing, or it was. That's a whole new thing now, but and it only really took me, I say this all the time, it only took me 15 minutes of one of Mark Sargent's Flat Earth Clues, and I stopped this. There's something to this. And I got 35 years of sci-fi loving, globe, Star Wars, you name it. Like, if it said star in the title, I bought it. I was hooked on astronomy since age 6, and 15 minutes, because I know the science, I know the information, I know the math.
They laugh at you when you say, well, how does somebody on the bottom of the earth stand up? And they say, everything, come on, there's no up or down in space. But when you really look at it, watch some of my videos, you'll see it's a cartoon. It's a fairy tale. The idea of somebody existing underneath you, with their feet opposite you, or antipode as they call it, is something we should have never believed without evidence. And I know that people in Australia right now are upright and standing, the same direction that I am. They're not underneath me, and that's just there's lots of ways to prove that too.
You can see, you can go outside, and you know why the sky looks curved? Because there's a little dome. It's a dome, and then the earth is right here. And that's why the Bible says it's the center of the universe, because God is always watching over us. And this brings me to my next point, guys. So the sun and the moon are curved, but they go out and they go like this around the earth. The earth does not revolve around the sun. That's a bunch of bullcrap. The earth is the center of the universe, so God can watch us from heaven, up above, so above, down below, right here. We're in the center of the universe. God's always watching all over us. If it was a globe, is another thing with the globe, is if it's going 1,000 miles per hour, now how come we don't fly off the earth? How come we don't feel any motion? It's ridiculous. So that brings me to that point also. But also, guys, the plants are faked. They're by NASA, tells you a lot of lies. Do not listen to NASA, because NASA has recently, they have banned the name Jesus. So do not listen to NASA or anything they say, because they are just going to lie to you. They faked the moon landing, and they did have technology back then. I'm going to tell you more about that in upcoming videos. But they faked the moon landing. Just like Trump says, listen to Trump too also, because they did fake the moon landing. You can tell it's fake. The earth is not round. In the background, they had green screens, they had cameras back then, if you didn't know. They keep all this crap in secret. They won't tell you guys that, so they can lie and deceive you bad, okay? They're not going to tell you those kind of things. Anyway, guys, this brings me to my next point. So, you know why these plants are fake? Because all of them have pagan and Greek names. Really? Give me a break. Mars, Neptune, Venus. All these names are pagan or Greek, and they're evil and they're wicked. And they're all made up, okay? And they keep making up new planets. So they said Pluto's not a planet. Now we have a new planet. It's called the X planet we just found. They don't find any of these guys. They've never actually went in space. And they don't even know if space has no gravity, because we have never been there. We haven't even been to the moon. They don't know any of this stuff. It's a bunch of lies, guys. Wake up.
But there is more to be done. There's more to be discovered. We're not at the end point. We have not yet reached the point where the only thing left to do is to buy a rocket ship and to try to go up above the earth to show whether it's a globe or not a globe. We're not there yet. There's still a lot of discoveries that are to be made to disprove the globe earth. And so proving the flat earth is one thing, but disproving the globe earth maybe has a lot more avenues of exploration for us. And in a lot of ways, I think, might be better, effective, equally effective as proving the flat earth, because we've proven the flat earth. The proof that the earth is flat is there. There's all these videos that show it, and we still haven't convinced everyone. And so let's start dismantling the globe model. And once we've dismantled it, then maybe people will start saying, oh my goodness, the globe earth model, it doesn't work, now what? And then we can start saying, well, look at this model that we happen to have shown is a much better model of Earth. Just all sneaky.
If the YouTube videos kind of wound down and the YouTube Hangouts and all of these things wound down, all that would really be happening is they've gone underground. There are already, I can tell you this right now, there are underground groups right now working on big experiments. I'm not going to say a word of what their experiments involve. You might know of some yourself. Big groups, well-funded, big experiments, and they're not making it public on YouTube. They don't want the scrutiny. They're going to do everything and then go, hey, look at what we did. So it's going to be really cool.
That's the way we have to do it. And I was going to say the same thing. If we take any groups to the North Pole on the down low, kind of a small group, quiet, hush hush. Maybe we can sneak past the electric fence and appear as deer or something, because you know they probably have. They can't have ships everywhere. You know, people are like, oh, we got ships all around the ice wall. No, they can do electronic anything. Instead of buoys, you know, and
they might have those
as a barrier. They
might have those weird dog robot things. You know, they freak the hell out of me. You know the ones I mean.
Don't go, you know, like when you're in the North, don't go around the North Pole, you know, because we got the Russian and the U.S. airspace situation. So, you know, that's got its own fence, right? Then you got Antarctica with the Antarctic Treaty. Then you got a place like Bermuda Triangle. You got, you know, when you think about, and then if you add the nuke thing, if nukes are not real, you know, if you look into that, nukes and all that stuff, and having radiation and having contaminated areas that they can quarantine off, that's another way to keep people away from areas. You got Area 51, they don't let you over there, right, where they faked a lot of the moon landing stuff. You see, they have all these fences and these boundaries to keep you out.
Well, I hear people making comments. Do you guys think that I stole pictures that are not genuine? That these are not real pictures of the lunar module?
Let's see the meme again. Are you an engineer? How about now? Have you been to the...
Look at this computer. Does that look like something that somebody landed on the moon in? And check out the shadow of the lunar module ends right where the moon ends. You can just go walk right off the edge of the moon like 20 feet away where the shadow is. You guys ever heard of a band called Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's a Hollywood basement. The stars know it. People who are in the know, they know. We never went to the moon. It's not a gray rock.
Is it flat?
It's a light in the sky. That's why it lights up the sky. A full moon lights up the whole night. It's not reflecting sunlight. It's not a rock. It's a light in the sky. They never went to the moon. After looking at this, can anyone really think that this thing made it through space to the moon? I see cardboard. I see a tarp. I see curtain rods.
I see a cat.
I see Scotch tape holding something made out of construction paper together. They didn't know that in 2017 we were going to be looking at this in high detail. But your mind has adjusted. No, we went to the moon. This guy's stupid. No matter what he shows me, nothing's going to convince me otherwise. All I want you to do tonight is go home, go to YouTube, and type in moon landing hoax, and just take a look for yourself. There's hundreds of videos that'll show you not only what I showed you, but lots more why we didn't go to the moon. Just go to YouTube, type in moon landing hoax, and check it out for yourself.
Living easy, loving free, Highway to hell.